Afternoon. So excited. We made it to the end of the week, you guys. This is kind of crazy, right? It went by so fast. Hold on, I just want to make sure that I've got this. Okay, so you made it. Happy Friday, TGIF. I am hoping to make this one really short and sweet. I wasn't really sure how everything was going to go this week, but I'm really excited just because there's so many of you guys that are like commenting, posting, sharing, and then we've got a little chat feed going too. So if you're watching this for the first time and you're like, what are you talking about? What am I missing out on? And then you have got to send me a message and become a part of one of our members in our free community. We launched this brand new platform earlier in the week, right through my website, which I love. We've got our very own private app. This is off of social media so that we eliminate any distractions. The only piece is that I'm unable to go live. I can upload a video, but that is proving to take much longer than just going live on my YouTube channel and then sharing the link inside the free community. So if you want to be a part of all the fun and action, make sure you drop a message, comment, send me a message. I will put my email in here and you can join us and restart this week on your own and go back and watch days 1 through 4 and catch up. Okay. Can I just say for a second, you guys, how super proud I am for all of you that showed up this week and put in the hard work. Even though all of you guys are dealing with all sorts of different schedules, right? You have families, you have jobs, you have all the things, you still showed up for yourself. Even when you struggled to make the changes or even to become aware of making a change, you still showed up. You should be so proud of yourself, especially for taking this first step. I know how hard this can be, you guys, and the hardest part is just getting started, just taking that first step towards wanting change, right? It starts to become scary because you think about what if I could reach the goal at the end? What if I could lose the 10 pounds, the 20 pounds, the 100 pounds? What if I could gain muscle? What if I could step on stage, right? All of those scary things creep up. We start to doubt ourselves. But when you lean into a community of resources and people and other women that are like you can't fail. You just can't fail because you're that excited about making a change and you're surrounding yourself with other people who want the same for you and themselves and myself. I think my favorite thing about what I do in my job is not that I can like say, hey, I'm a coach, I'm a trainer, I'm on this pedestal. It's that I'm doing this with you, right? Like I am doing all of these things with you, literally linking arms, and I'm doing the workouts and I'm following the meal plan and I'm struggling in the morning routine and all the things. I am also in the trenches with you, right? So it's not like I'm this like commando dictator, like do all these things and you'll be successful because I have a certification and stuff. No, I'm doing this with you. I've lived it. I've experienced it. And I've seen amazing breakthroughs and things happen, not only with myself, but my clients. I want that for you too. Okay. So, if there's anything that I've learned though, a big part of this that I've learned with working with my clients over the years is that I can't want this for you, right? I can't want it any more for you than you want it for yourself. And so if you're not ready and willing and able to make changes, then it's just not going to work. And that's okay, right? So I want you guys to be thinking about that, right? Why is it taking you so long to take that first step? And what is it that you're afraid of if you continue to go forward? I think we have all of these self-limiting beliefs and all these made up stories that we've told ourselves why we can't achieve this, why we can't do that. I'm too tired. It's too hard. Da, 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 da. Those are all stories that you've made up for yourself because it's not hard. You're not tired. Like you've told yourself that. If you told yourself you're excited, it's easy, it's going to be a breeze, then maybe it will be, right? Okay. I'm not saying it's not going to be hard work because anything worth having is going to be hard. Okay. The best things though lie on the other side of that work and it's going to be so worth it. Okay. The other thing that I want to interject here is that a lot of times you're going to hear me say that everything happens for a reason. And I really do believe that it's all on God's timing. Okay. It's not an accident that you stumbled across me in your social media feed or read one of my emails inviting you to join us here this week. And I just love knowing that, don't you? So if there is anything else I want you to walk away with from this week knowing is that what you're doing is a big deal. that you are the small percentage of people in this world who are working on becoming better. So I want you to be proud of yourself for all of your efforts this week. Okay. All right, so this is our last day together, and today we are talking about an evening routine. All right, so I was thinking about this a lot because I gotta be honest with you guys. You'll never hear me like say, "Oh, I like something," just to like promote it, right? Everything that you see me doing and saying, I do myself, right? I've gone through myself. I'll be completely transparent and tell you if I like it or not, right? So this is not something that I am really good at all. There have definitely been times when I followed a specific program launch, like we had the 9 week Control Freak, for example, a couple years ago now. And there was a nighttime stretch and wind down routine that was incorporated to the program. It came with like a book and everything. And because of my commitment to the program, I almost always, follow them to a T. And so I did this. I did this routine, and I actually got my kids involved, and we did a nighttime stretch. And admittedly, it felt amazing, but it was hard for me to maintain. No excuses. I'm not saying that there's excuses, right? It's just life. Some nights are busier for me than others. Some nights I need to catch up on work, so I'm up later. I do make a point to shut off my electronics before bed and get into bed between 9 and 9:30. Like we talked about the sleep earlier in the week, but it's hardly perfect. But I'll also tell you that I feel like I'm a rock star at sleeping. I'm not experiencing any burnouts or any stress in my personal or my business life. I set my boundaries pretty well. And this last year, especially, I'm not really a huge fan of social media to begin with. I never have really been that into it, but it is kind of a must for my business, right? So I've been working on new ways to share my business that don't include me creating content for social media constantly or being in my DMs all day. After all, it is a business. So I'm finding a way more professional and fulfilling way of networking and sharing my business on LinkedIn and just having more connections through email and in person instead. But I know that there are you guys out there who like to take a bath or wind down with stretching or reading, or maybe this could even be your journaling time. So, whatever this might look like for you, let's brainstorm that. And I'm looking for your help and your feedback on this day. Let's share with the group what some of your ideas are. What are some things that you are doing or you would like to be doing? And then maybe we can help each other with some brand new ideas too. Okay, so again, I can't believe this is already done. This week went by so fast, but I really want you guys to know that this community is not going away. I'm not shutting it down at the end of this week just because this workshop is ending. This actually is just the beginning. I created this free space in order to help women like us connect with each other, cultivate relationships, and just give you guys the resources to help you live your best healthy life. So make sure you stick around, keep those notifications on, like we have that chat going and different questions are being answered in there, which is super fun. And so I'll be back frequently to share more valuable tools with you guys for the rest of this month. And then there's going to be another free week planned just for you coming in November. Okay. But if you feel like you are really like caught the bug in here and you don't want this energy to end and you're ready to implement a total system that you can follow in November with me and about a dozen other women who are getting after their goals, then you need to join us for our Burn It to Earn It bootcamp. I talked about enrollment being all open all week. I have several women who have already committed to their program. In November, we're going to be following an effective results-driven workout plan that gives you 5 to 7 workouts a week for just 30 to 40 minutes a day, depending on what you choose. I have 3 different levels of this program to offer, and I'll be providing my personal guidance and coaching for you as you decide where you guys want to start. When you commit and say yes to yourself and to this challenge, you're going to get private coaching from me around your wellness mindset, the thing that's ultimately going to carry you through the workouts, the nutrition, and get you that transformation. Along with daily workout and nutrition check-ins, I'll also be motivation, daily. There is an app that we will use that's completely off of social media, again, in a different way. And we'll make a plan to get you there, showing up every day. And we're going to be talking about being grateful for where we are. And it's just going to be an incredible month together. It's going to be the perfect mix of goal setting and gratitude. And I just don't want you to miss out, especially if you're feeling like, okay, this is really cool. I love the idea of putting it all together and having a simple system to follow every single day, a calendar of workouts to follow, day 1, day 2, etc., right? A nutrition plan to follow, a guideline, a box to check off that says, I'm eating enough protein, I'm eating enough vegetables, etc., 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 right? Including that, you guys, a daily motivation and coaching that I mentioned. We are going to be talking about waking up with gratitude, practicing to build gratitude in our routine. We're going to have weekly progress check-ins with bonus points for gratitude and pictures. We are going to be talking about building your motivation muscle. So we got motivation, gratitude, fitness, health, and we're going to get growing with macros. We're going to talk about what's up with macros, how we should track that, what those look like, and have conversation around that as well. So lots of education. It's a lot different, I think, than you'll see most other challenges out there. A little bit more unique. Plus, you get me all week long, all month long with guidance, right? I'm also super excited to be able to offer a brand new monthly membership option. So for most of you guys that have chat with me in the past, you know that there's a typical yearly commitment. And so this is really cool because you can just commit to November and see if it's for you. And then we can chat on, steps to go into the month after or cancel if it's not a good fit for you. I personally can't wait to plan, to commit to a plan to build my physical and mental strength next month. This is actually going to be leading into the next stepping stones for December and something special we have launching in January. So if you stick with us, then we will help cultivate that all the next couple of months. And I always say how excited I get this time of year because I think about, in years past, how the holidays have been, how you feel like it's this on and off wagon with when you're like, you can't wrap your head around starting something before the holidays. Oh, I'll do it after the new year and all of that stuff. But if you think about it, you will be so ahead of the game by the time the ball drops that it's just going to feel incredible to have that energy to start January 1st on the right leg. So if you want the holidays to feel different this year, to be different this year, maybe thinking about having more energy for those Black Friday sales. Do you want to have a better mindset or at least have a plan in place that you can lean into as you deal with relatives and the holiday hustle and bustle? It's just going to feel so good to have something to lean into. It's sort of like your safe space, right? When the craziness ensues. But what we'll talk about is, making time each day for yourself so that you're sort of like building this force field around your mindset and your health so that you can take on the other things, right? And if you're doing it consistently every single day, those habits are just going to build. And by the end of November, you're going to feel like a rock star. Okay. So I would love to have you join us in November by rooting your day in health, strength, and gratitude. And so I mentioned several times that there's a button at the top of your app. And it says click form or apply. I can't remember what it says, but it's a form that you want to click. And basically, it's just going to give me some basic information about you, indicating to me that you're interested in joining us for the November group. And then I'll reach out to you via email, which will discuss which package and exercise, which fitness program is going to work for you. And if you want to get set up monthly or quarterly and what that looks like financially for you. And we'll customize all the things that are going to be included specific to your needs. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me this week. This was super fun and I can't wait to continue. If you have questions or concerns, you need clarifications on something, you can drop those questions below or send me an email and have a great weekend.